Welcome to the Life Happens podcast. I am your co-host, Grace. Guys, I'm excited about this topic. So we're just going to dive into it. Preference versus attraction. What's the difference? What is it? Is there a difference, right? So today, guys, I don't want to get into the video just yet, but I'm excited about this topic because the discussion that we had on our text message, I think we should talk about the 600-pound lives, Tanya. You know what I'm talking about. But anyway, before I get into the topic, as you guys know, the Life Happens podcast is a podcast where we take our spirituality, everyday practical things to create a beautiful balance. And as you can see, we are all different types of people. We have Youngin on today as a guest. What's up, CJ? CJ, how old are you, CJ?
Yeah. I'm 26, but a young nigga birthday is next month, turning 27, man. By the time I start applying for that Social Security, man. I'm getting up there, man.
Happy birthday.
Appreciate it. You know, May 1st. Anybody want to, you know what I'm saying?
So you a Taurus, but anyway. Hey peeps. Hi, CJ. I called you last week. Who called you last week, CJ?
Nah, that's Keisha. Did you? Did you call me last week? You did, my bad. I'm sorry.
I was wondering who called you. Mm-hmm.
It's Cap, man. Cap.
So happy to have you with us again. I hope you watched it. Did I send you the video?
Did you send me the video? I think I got it.
The video. So this will show us if you can think on the spot. You know what I'm saying? This will show us what's going on in their mind.
For sure. I'm a nigga, so I can come up with some shit. 0.2 seconds. Shit.
I know, because let me tell you, I'm not gonna tell you what this man said to me before we went live, but I did not like that shit at all.
Oh, my bad. Oh, no, my bad. Hey, my bad. I'm sorry. You know, no.
You're all up in people's business, youngin.
No disrespect. No disrespect. Right. Okay. You know what? My bad. You know what? That was none of my business. Why'd I even say my bad? I'm tweaking. Right. Hey, let me sit in the child's corner, bro. My bad, bro.
You should have kept it in your chest. Is what you should have done.
Right. My bad. I'm sorry.
Anyway.
I'm tweaking.
Hey, Felicia girl.
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
Nothing much. Hey, Tanya girl.
Hey, y'all.
So Tanya just had a prom. Her baby just had a prom. She was looking so beautiful.
She did. And you know, out here, prom's not as big. The coronation is what's big out here. So they just kind of, you know, did it light. And
did she have a date? Did she have a, you know what I'm saying? You know, she have a date?
They went as a group of friends. I think she has a boyfriend. I don't know.
You don't know?
I do know. Do you
like him?
No, I don't know him like that.
Oh,
so, yeah. She's right now. She's focused on graduation though. Let's get past. Let's do milestone at a time. Like,
right. I be all in my kids' business. Who she? Where you people from? But I don't. You know.
Right.
Okay, guys. The topic: preference versus attraction. Do you just want to dive into the video?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's do the video.
Okay.
What's your name, honey?
Robert.
Robert, where you calling me from?
Lubbock, Texas.
Do you have any kids, Robert?
I have 4.
How you got all of your 4 kids?
My oldest son, so I have 2 boys, 2 girls. My oldest son is 21. Oldest daughter just turned 18 on the 30th. My youngest son is 15, and youngest daughter is 11.
21, 18, 15, and 11. All by the same woman?
Not my oldest son. My last 3.
2 women.
I was in marriage for 15 years.
Okay, when did you get divorced?
2017.
You guys were married for 15 years?
Mm-hmm. We were married 11.
Mm-hmm. And why'd you get divorced?
So my ex-wife is white, and she actually dropped the N-word on me.
Woo! Really?
Yeah.
And all your kids, so you guys have kids together too, right?
Yeah, we were cooking dinner, and there's a whole history behind it. But we were cooking dinner at the time, and she's always been so insecure. I actually took her from a guy, and she she used to accuse me of all these other women before. I was a coach, and I'm very friendly. But yeah, we were cooking dinner and had a bit of an argument, and she dropped the N-word on me. The kids were sitting at the dinner table.
And that was it for you.
Of course.
Oh my God. Were you shocked? Did you think she was that type of woman?
I was heavily shocked. And matter of fact, I said, "What did you say?" Because I needed to hear it again.
Ooh, child. Okay. Well, ain't no argument there. I would have fought her for you if I was your cousin.
I know that's
If
right.
I was your cousin and not a public figure, and getting arrested wouldn't be bad for me, I would have fought her for you.
Right.
Pertaining to that, they want to know, was it the what N-word was it? The one with the A ending or
ER.
the ER? Huh?
ER.
The ER ending.
Yeah.
The ER ending.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yep.
All my life I got to fight. So now, before we go any further, do you still date white women?
I did one. I mean, I did one. I had one after my divorce. After that, it's just been black women.
Black women. So do you have a preference, or it doesn't matter to you?
Black women.
Black women. Okay, black women. All right, so let's do it. We got Robert, Texas, 41, works for the city of Tulsa. Dad of 4, by 2 women, was once married. What's your zodiac sign?
Virgo.
Virgo. All right. What kind of woman are you looking for?
Whew. I would say, okay, so I'm going to give the high points of some experiences that I had. So definitely somebody who's respectable, someone who can comprehend, because I think a lot of conversations and or arguments, some comprehension is not taken in consideration, and so it's usually a one-sided type of situation. And also, it doesn't tall or short doesn't matter. I would say fit.
Let's do the Kendrick Cam.
Okay.
Do we see your legs?
Let me bring that down.
Okay, we see you. You look tall.
I'm 6'3".
You're 6'3". Okay. 6'3". All right. Would you have more kids?
I don't wanna.
Dr. Umar would say, you gave a white woman 3 kids and you won't give a black woman a baby. That's what Dr. Umar would say.
So I mean, there's a little bit of a, I guess, understanding that needs to be put out there.
That's not what Kendra G said. That's what Dr. Umar was saying.
Well, I mean, because here's the thing. This is how I feel about that type of situation. And this is from my own experience. I feel like if there's going to be like a super tight connection between 2 people, a man and a woman or whatever, who have children, I feel like it's not mandatory, but I feel like the connection will be a lot more stronger if they do have a child together. They can
You want
actually
women? You
work
want a
on.
woman that already has children?
Yes.
Okay.
But I mean, to have another one, I feel like the connection would be stronger between the 2 of us if that were possible, if that were to happen.
Okay, so he prefers a black woman because you prefer a black woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
That already has a child, and he's open-minded to having a child with you, so that can even make y'all even closer.
Correct.
Okay.
CJ, what was that? Okay, let me read this comment. Let me read this comment. I think this is Keisha. She said it took a white woman to call that nigga before we realized enough. Is that me? The feedback?
Yeah. You know, the one thing that I don't like that really, I guess, is triggering to me about what he said is that he tends to group, women. Like, that was one white woman that said, call him a nigger. That's not all white women. If that's what you like, that's what you like.
Right.
That was just one. And then to have the nerve to say, and I take it personal, that he needs to find somebody that can comprehend, and you only dating black women. So are you saying that most of us don't have good comprehension skills?
Listen, that's another thing.
So I just don't like I don't like him. He gives me the ick. But it's just he's very generalist when it comes to, first of all, he should be happy to get a woman. Period.
That's a fact, though. That is a fact because he was very unappetizing. And let me make it clear: we don't have for the group. We don't have anything against interracial relationships. So that's not what this is what we're talking about.
No,
maybe you, CJ, but listen. Maybe you, but baby, we don't have an issue with that. You like what you like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
and it is
be with what you like.
Right.
If that's what you like, be with that. Don't come back over here like I'm gonna go back over there. They second string. No, we not second string. We starters over here. Get back over there.
Thank you. So Keisha said it took a white woman to call that nigga a nigga before he realized they're not right for him. He's damaged goods, and on behalf of the black delegation, we don't want him. Stay over there.
I'm with Keisha.
We don't want him. Bye.
I mean, you love who you love. You like what you like. You attracted to what you attracted to. Don't come pretending like you attracted to us now because you got your feelings hurt.
Ooh, why is she hyping this man up?
Yeah, that's what.
Keisha says CJ is tall and very handsome. If you haven't seen him in person.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Hey, was surprised. Pull up to the gig and like, oh my God. I said, I'm
okay. And then she said she was the only white woman that had the balls to say that loud. He can kiss my entire ass.
Wow.
The thing. Okay, Tanya, what is your thoughts before I give my thoughts?
As far as, I mean, all of it just it's a lot. Like after all those years, and maybe like that's not the first time. So I think he's just talking to talk right now. A lot of men just talk to talk, and that's how I felt when I was listening to him. I'm like, he's not the brightest cookie in the box.
No.
I'm like, so, and first thing in my head, and this is exactly what I said in the group chat was, I wonder what she looked like.
Yeah.
And can you tell them what you said she looked like?
Hey, I did not say it. I led you to the conversation to say it for me because I would never. But it was like really like 600 poundish. But the 600 pound sister life-ish. Like,
yes,
sir,
yes.
That's what I get from him. That's the vibe.
I mean, because most of the time, let me not say that. But a lot of the time, when you see interracial couples and the man is black and the woman is Caucasian, normally
not all the time.
Not all the time. I've seen some nice looking couples together, but I've seen some that just don't match.
Well, what I've noticed is that when some of these men date white women, they tend to lower the bar. But when they come back to black women, they want to re-raise the bar. Like
can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, like they got game. Like they got, no.
Can you elaborate?
most of the time when they left because they didn't have game.
So you're saying, let me ask you this. So you're saying that not all the case, but in this case, because we're discussing this man, he went over there because he couldn't find.
I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that.
I mean, one of the things.
Because usually, and the reason why I say that, and it's not by prejudice that I say that, a lot of the times that's something that men that interracially date fall back on. Well, black women don't, or black women aren't, or black women don't do this or don't do that, or black women are aggressive. It's always something wrong with us. And that's the reason why you date white women, the path of least resistance. But when now it's you had problems with us when you were with your white lady. Now that she shows you who she really is, which she's probably always done, this probably was nothing new. But now you're fed up with this because she embarrassed you in front of your kids with
right.
it. So now you want to come back, but wait a minute, you had a problem because black women in our mouths, our head rolling, black women, it's always something that they say the reason why they don't ever just come out with, I just like white women. They come with, I date white women because black women this or black women that or black women this. It's always a list of things that make us not reach the bar.
Now I hear what you're saying. I have a family member that dates. Well, he's older now. He's married. Only dates Caucasian woman. And when I asked him why, he said that when he was in school, because he went to school in the country, that the teachers were telling the girls, don't date dark skinned men if you want, because it was back in the day. Like he's older, right? Don't date dark skinned men. Date light skinned men so your kids could be acceptable. And so because he was dark skinned, the girls didn't want to date him, and only the white woman would date him. So he went over to the other side, dating white woman. And so I think sometimes people make those choices for different reasons, and I get that. But this ninja right here, when he said he wanted somebody that would comprehend, the first thing I thought was, oh, he Felicia.
I said he's trying to get expectations now. Like, sir, what expectations? Like, no.
And we want a man that's not a cornball. How about that?
Oh God. Okay, we need to hear from the only male we have. CJ, can you please tell us your thoughts?
So,
Hi everyone.
I think pretty much everybody know how I feel about interracial.
No, we
dating.
don't.
I ain't gonna hold
We
you.
don't. They don't know. I know. But can you tell
know?
the
Yeah, because
You
when you
told
told
me.
me your son, never mind, I ain't gonna put this. But so on a serious note, and I'm gonna try my best not to get canceled because get with me offline if you want my real views. But the only reason why I don't really agree with the interracial dating, I understand, hey, you love who you love, you like who you like, all that shit, I understand. But it's the cultural differences is why I say, you have a better chance of a successful relationship with. So I was telling, so here's an experiment, right? They had a white baby and a black baby. You can look this up, and they done studies, and you can YouTube this shit, right? The black baby and the white baby, they didn't see like the men and women. They covered themselves in like kind of white hazmat suits, but they were raised. They were raised kind of the same, right? And when the babies were 2 or 3 years old, obviously, this experiment, by the way, was way, way back in the day. You can't get away with this shit now. This is probably like in the 40s or 30s or something. But when the child was like 2 or 3 years old, they finally seen each other in the mirror to see what they look like, and they seen a white family and they seen a black family. And
Hey Eric, I sent the
ironically,
link to you.
huh? Okay.
I'm talking to Eric.
Okay.
Because Eric was like,
Okay.
man, send me a link. I sent the link to you, Eric. Come on.
Oh, okay. Bet. And without them seeing what they look like,
They just know that they were black. Literally, the black child gravitated towards the black family, and the white child gravitated towards the white family. It's something, I don't know if it's a biology thing. I don't know what it is, but it's just something in us that just, we connect with us. Now with that being said, of course, Dr. Umar. I don't know if everybody's seen Dr. Umar. You just need one clip. You kind of already know what he be on. You seriously gave your best years to somebody that obviously didn't appreciate you, and the fact that you said it with a er at the end. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted. If you white and if you say, nigga, I'm gonna look at you kind of funny, but if you kind of, I'm gonna say, okay, all right, whatever. But when you tried to add the er in it, so I said, okay, so now I understand you're trying to be offensive. Like now you're trying to be like now you're trying to offend me. And the fact that she pulled that out of her, and then now he having this realization of, man, I should have been messing with the sisters. You know what I'm saying? Now it's gonna be too late. Now they're gonna look at you, not to say you damaged goods, but low key, that's kind of what you is now, because you gave your best woman to, you gave your best life, your best, like the best of you to somebody not only of the opposite race, but somebody that didn't really care for you like that. Now I'm just taking race out of it. She obviously didn't respect you, because had it been a black woman and she said some shit, I said, bro, like, I'm insecure about that. Like, why would you bring that up? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That means that they don't respect you either. But yeah, homeboy tweaking. I ain't like how he was disrespecting my queens like that. You're exiled from the black community. You and your white wife will not be invited. I need you to, hey, this is my best Dr. Umar impression. You and your white wife will be escorted out. You went to the Bunny Brigade.
Yes,
Oh
But
my
let me go ahead and
God.
stop before. Hey, let me stop
you're
before
a
I
bunny
get cancer
hopper.
out this motherfucker. Shit, I.
Well, I
Oh
think
my God.
something very that stuck out to me. He said he was from West Texas, and I see that a lot in Lubbock and the places like that, because I went to school in Lubbock. So that's not anything that's unfamiliar for me to see. But the thing is, a lot of these white women, and it's this is a fact. This is not just saying they're
Tell them.
colorists. Black men sit up and talk about women with these white women. Oh, well, black women don't have no hair. Black women can't do this. Black women. So they're sitting up, talking about black women, and he made her comfortable enough
Thank you.
to say that, because if she didn't feel comfortable enough, she would have never said it.
Mad or not mad, there's certain things when you are with a man, there's certain conversations. That pillow talk is for real. There's certain things you are not going to be able to say. And
I
you're right,
would.
Felicia.
Yep.
The fact that even flowed like butter on a hot lobster, she
I
been
don't.
saying that shit. Now she directed it to him and his
I
children, because her children, she's calling her children the same thing as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't care how mad I get at my husband. I will never call him a bitch. That's just something I will never do, because
That's
I know
disrespectful,
that's
yeah.
somewhere I can't go.
Right.
Out of respect for him, I can't even part my lips and put his name in the same sentence as that. So she already knew from the jump that
Right.
that's not somewhere I'm gonna go with my husband ever. She did, but she was comfortable, and she didn't said it before. That wasn't the first time.
And this
He's
time he just
saying
got
that
mad.
to trigger us, so we will be like, oh, well, come on back home.
Yeah, it would have been an OJ Simpson case that I've been. Oh, rare. Oh, bet. Hey, bet. I got something for your ass. Word. Okay.
So I have a question for you guys, right? How much of our attraction is driven by biology? What do you think? And are there universal traits that are generally more attractive?
On the biology, now I'm just saying, because I know a lot about biology and shit. They say like, like how we be attracted to like females that got like big asses and thighs and all that other, and some titties and all that. It's because they say that, like, instinctually we can tell, okay, that woman can bear a child.
Mm,
On a, now I'm speaking straight
that-
biology,
you're
genes
right.
for all animals: a tiger, lion, sea animals, They see them little, they see those features. I don't know why, but they say, you know what? That woman, that female, that X chromosome, they can bear a child for me. That's on a more biological level.
Mhm.
But I also feel like your attraction is based on who you're around. You see what I'm saying? Like, so my attraction is a little different because my mom, my cousins, they didn't do the whole makeup. They didn't do the whole, what I'm saying? My attraction is somewhat, some people may call raunchy or ghetto. You know what I'm saying? The non-filter, because that's what I was brought around. And I said, you know what? And my mom and my peeps, I'm like, that's a beautiful woman. But you have some people like for all we know, and to be honest, which I would somewhat understand if all you grew up is around, white women, and vice versa. If if you're a white woman, if you brought up along all these sexy chocolate men, telling you, what I'm saying? Yeah,
I was
if
like, I
you
don't think I fit into this conversation. I'm
no,
not.
no,
I'm
no.
not
You
that
do.
level.
And you know what?
You do.
And I just added you back in. If you grew up, or if you just, you seen, oh man, these Morris chestnuts. I don't know. I don't know too many sexy chocolate brothers in the '90s. Y'all can probably, but I don't know, Devontae Swain. Some y'all like, what? I may bend you
No.
down. So I also feel like it's a little, about your surroundings is what you grew up around as well.
Yes, I agree. It is that the biology part and then the pheromones part. So then the next question would be, so there's a difference between attraction and preference then, right?
Yeah.
So as we dissecting this man, do you think that his preference is white woman, or is it biology for his case?
I
I think
think it's preference.
My preference, yeah, for sure.
I
But a
mean,
lot
we're
of
not back in the time where we don't truly have white neighborhoods and black neighborhoods like we traditionally did. In the 70s, I lived in a black, you didn't see white people on my street or the street after that one or the street after that one. And there were neighborhoods in Fort Worth. This was back in the 70s, 80s. You didn't see black people. Oh, white settlement. It was what it was, what it
No,
the
yeah,
name
for
was.
real. Yeah.
It's white settlement. You didn't take your
right.
black tail to white settlement. That's just not something that you would do. So I think that now it's with TV, internet, all that, you're able to see all of that. You're able to see
Yes.
white, black, whatever. So you grow up with it all. Like my kids, they grow up with it all. Like it's truly a melting pot. They have white kids, they have black kids, they have Hispanic kids. So to say that's it, to me, it's at this point in your life, it's a preference.
So really, it's safe to say that the cultural norms heavily influence preferences, right?
I
By
think so.
setting standards for beauty and all that.
Right.
And I think so because I was telling CJ that about my son.
Yeah.
Like before he moved to the school, he hushed your mouth because I'm not fighting with him. But listen, it'll change. He's only 16. But anyway, or it
I
may not.
hope.
I don't know.
I
But
hope.
but
Yeah.
when he went
I'm sorry.
when he was
I'm
going,
sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
when he's going to a different type of school, he liked different girls. He liked more African women, literally, because I was around a lot of Africans, right? Zimbabweans, Congolese, all that. Then he moved to Sunnyvale School. That whole stuff changed. And I was saying, CJ, I'm like, so I
Yeah.
do it depends on what you're around most of the time. And also, I don't think in the school he goes to, there's not a lot of black girls at all. It's mostly Caucasian. And sometimes when I hear him talking, I gotta correct him. I'm like, your mama black and your sisters are black, baby.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't say, and that's where we as parents we can do the correction, right? When it's okay that you like what you like, but it's how you present,
Right.
you
Right.
articulate all
Right.
that.
It was an incident where, my son dates black girls, but it's other women that want to date him. And that's okay. There's something that you got to allow them. But again, Look at, I mean, I really cringe when I see black men say, I don't want a dark skinned woman. I don't want a woman like this. And then your mama look like Fat Albert.
Right.
It's like,
Why Fat Albert though? Why your
how?
mama gonna look like Fat Albert? Damn, Felicia.
How? I mean, how are you criticizing black women? Your own mama look just like me or just like somebody that look like me.
Right.
I mean, the darkest man to me, that's when you start getting into self-hate. Like
Right.
for you to have to call that out. You don't have to even call it out. For you to call out, oh, I don't date no crispy or no dark-skinned girl or no da 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 da. But you darker than me. Bro, for real? Are you serious? So colorism is real, and you love who you love. If you love a white woman, hey, go love her. But don't use me as an excuse why you don't like black women.
Hey, I got a question for Tanya, but I'll wait to.
Go ahead.
Now, can I ask that now, or we cool? Okay, all right. Hey, Tanya, like, no disrespect, but when did you know that you had jungle fever? Like, when was that? You know, when did you know? You said, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, was
I was
that like?
young. I was
Oh,
young.
right. Okay, no, and now we getting somewhere. So was
Tanya
it
said
because
from the
of?
beginning.
No, for real. Like, so was it because you were just, you know, was you like around a bunch
Yeah.
of like, yeah, I mean, okay, see, so there we go. See,
Yeah.
because she was a, you know, go ahead. So tell us about your, you know, experience to, you know, Chocolate City, or you know what I'm saying.
I mean, I think that's what it was. Like, I was around it, and growing up, my friends, you know, like I kind of lived like in the predominantly black area of my town, and it was like right there. So I was riding the bus. So it was just who I was around, and so in my that's my preference, or you know what I mean. Like I prefer that. Like also attracted. You know, that's just to me, it's both. And that's why I stick to that. You know, every once in a while, I'm like, you know what? Maybe I was like, I can't ever do it though. I just can't. So
You
Yeah.
know.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying. So it kind of somewhat proved my point. Like at the beginning. So like I said, like so my little brother, unfortunately, well, I ain't gonna say unfortunately,
Yeah,
but
you need to
he's
clean it up now.
yeah, no, I'm tweaking. No, man, fuck that. Hey, my little brother is out there in foreign, you know, so he's kind of on the Liao Mean side, and I'm, you
Did
know,
he
but
say
you know,
Liao Mean? Wow.
no, sir, no, I said Yao Mean like the like. It,
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm gonna break down my slang. I
No,
got a
I thought that was
dictionary.
clever. I thought you were saying he was, you know, his preference was, you know, women from
From
the
Asia or some
east,
shit.
yeah, from the east, the far
Oh,
east.
nah. But check me though. See, but I have to understand. You know what? The women he sees a lot is a bunch of white women. So I'm like, shit. You know, if I was brought up in that culture, who knows? My preference might be a little different. But you know, I'm out here in shit, South Dallas and Lancaster, DeSoto, some shit. I don't know what
Yeah, yeah. I think it matters more where you're in your formidable years, what you get
Mhm.
accustomed to, and then you know the societal influence. What
Mm-hmm.
is in the environment you're in? What's being spoken to as positive and good or acceptable
Right.
Yeah.
versus the opposite. So
And then there's the media influence as well.
Yes.
I
yeah,
mean,
for sure.
everybody has BBLs and it looks like cartoon characters, but that's what people are going for, right? That's what supposedly. Did you wait? Hold
Wait a
on. Did you
minute.
watch?
When you say what's people going for, what do you mean that? Who's going for
Well,
that?
it appears like I was watching this interview, and it's so crazy the way men and women think it's so different, right? They were interviewing men and women, and they were asking the woman, "Do you think a man would only want you with the BBL?" All the women said yes, and the men were like,
Hmm.
"No." It's
All
so
the
different.
men.
All the
Hmm.
men. It was. I think you saw that. It was
Hmm.
all the men. So I realized even before that men and women we don't think the same at all, and so I get frustrated when I listen to these podcasters, a woman. talking about men like we are men, like we know how men think,
That's
and
the
we don't.
fight. That's the fight. Like women, a lot of things that women do when it comes to, you know, attraction, you know, and we talk about attraction and preference, but women really get dolled up for other women.
Say that again.
Most women get dolled up. The things that they do what other women say is
That's
good
true.
or are attractive or nice. Because of what men says, it's like we're gonna be misogynist or we just whatever it is, whatever negative words you can come up with, that's what the men are gonna be by saying what they want and what they desire. So it's really counterintuitive. That's where you get these podcasts and it starts fights because that's where the word delusional come up and most cats say, man, women are crazy. It's because I'm telling you, this is what I like. This is what I think is attractive. And it's
But
like,
we don't
no,
believe
no,
you.
it's not.
We
Right.
don't
I
believe
don't know
you
what that
because
is. I don't
we
know what
think we
that's
know.
about.
We think we experts on men. That's why we don't believe you. Oh, he must want that. Oh, because but y'all will sleep with them though. A lot of them will, but they won't marry
Oh,
them.
yeah.
A lot.
Oh, I mean, see, that's the thing. A lot
Yeah,
of
yeah,
cats are
for sure.
smashed.
Yeah.
They'll smash, but am I finna, you know, am I going to take all my resources, the resources of my time, my energy, my protection, my, you know, all my essence, my name, you know what I mean, my reputation, and invest that in you? No. Like
But
BBL
see,
is good. A BBL may be
What if
good to
she?
play with, but it ain't nothing to take home.
What if she
one thing
was?
that I
She had
want
the
to
biggest ass, but she was smart though. What if she was just
Say
a really cool chick, but she just wants to get a BBL? You still wouldn't take? I mean, seriously.
no, I wouldn't say that. I mean, you got to start with being a really cool chick first. Like, do we have some,
Right.
you know, if there's some alignment there? Do we, you know, is there some substance in who you are um, between us? Then you know, you want to get a BBL, but that's the thing. I think the woman that I would that I would mesh with probably wouldn't be BBL driven. You know what I'm saying?
But I think a lot of this starts a lot further and a lot deeper than we could ever go on this
Yeah.
podcast.
Right.
But
Right.
one thing that I know for certain and know for sure is that Black women are taught to go to college to prove they don't need a man. White women are taught get a ring before spring.
Right.
You get that ring. You're there to get that man. And I went to Texas Tech University and I seen them get that man. Here, you drive my daddy's car. Here, let me do this for you. All the stuff that here, it's a football team. These are Black boys. They may go to the pros. They will have money. So let me get up, get my hair done at 5 a.m. and take these donuts. They are on their job. We are not on our jobs. I mean, as Black women, we're not on our jobs. We get criticized if you tell your niece who's in college, hey, you need to start looking for you a husband. This is the college is a pool of people that you need to start looking for that, but we don't. I even had a girlfriend that said her son is like number one in baseball. Like he's in high school baseball. I mean, he's like up there. He's a junior. Do you know they went to Austin for a baseball game? 5 girls, not
Yeah.
us, were in Austin. We just came to see him play. We just came to.
Wow.
That
Scouting
is
Don't
how
report.
early
listen.
on
Listen.
you find that man.
They do, and they attach. They gonna help with homework. They gonna make sure you. Hey, what do you need? Where can I
Right,
supplement? Where can I help out? Where can
right,
I be of assistance?
right,
And they be winning in that.
right.
They be
That's
winning in that way. I've
yeah.
watched it because I too attended Texas Tech University, and I too was on the football team,
Oh
and
yeah.
I too witnessed this happen. But I was, you know, I was too. Yeah, I can't. Uh, I can't. And if it ain't got no, I mean, I'm. Let's don't. I had a moment. Now I'm gonna tell you,
Oh yeah.
it was it was one. I was
Yeah.
like, I might risk it, but
Yeah.
I
Yeah. Yeah.
say I'm
Did
just
she
keeping it
pay
100. But
you your comb?
But listen,
Don't
no,
bring them
she was
home.
nice though. Listen, she was such good people. She was such good people.
Yeah.
But it was, I think I was too far gone. But I was like, I can't. It was just something, But
God.
I don't know. But I mean, it's. I mean, never mind. I was going to go on a whole nother topic. Go right ahead, ladies and gentlemen,
So
sir.
I tried to read a comment. I just got this comment, and the comment said, "You will know who you're attracted to before you know your preference." What do you guys
Yes.
think about that?
I agree.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
agree.
agree 100%.
Oh yeah.
So Tanya, I need to hear more from you because you're very quiet. And you're very
Man,
quiet.
yeah.
And before I want to say, growing up in apartheid South Africa, right? We lived in segregation, so we were not allowed to date outside of our race, right? Because Africa, where I'm from, there's four races: black, white, Indian, and colored. I'm considered colored because I'm a mixed African. We lived literally in segregation, like what the grandparents and great grandparents lived yet. That's how we lived. We were not allowed to. If I wanted to date a black African or marry a black African, I would be disowned. And yes, it's 2024, right? I remember walking through the mall one day and I caught a guy's eye. I thought he was the most handsome man that I'd seen in my life. And we both were looking at each other like this, but we never spoke because of race. And that happened a lot growing up. So,
Wow.
with that being said, Tanya, we want to hear from you, sister.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like because when I'm like growing up, we didn't really have all that. That was done. That was over. It was just, and like I said, it was in my where I grew up at, and where I was going to school, and where I actually lived in the neighborhood. So after school, and everybody being at the park, things like that. Now for me, I don't know. I think like just like what y'all are talking about as far as like having preferences and choosing what, like, even me coaching my daughter now, she likes what she likes, and I catch myself from time to time like, oh, are you serious, and you know, like, hey, that's what you prefer, that's okay, but I, have had those conversations too, like of her like going to school, and like, well, she's not going to go directly into college. She's going to do some junior stuff. So she's going to be out there. And I'm like, just take your time and figure out what you like. Whatever, to me, at the end of the day, it's whoever treats you good and whoever does you right. And as far as me being a white woman who's been with black men, like, I understand, I respect the culture. I would never in my life say anything like, to disrespect anything, because that, like Robbie said, like, I would be talking about my kids. I would be, no. So I don't do that. I don't disrespect anybody. Even as a man, I wouldn't call, every once in a while I probably slipped up and called, a little something, every once in a while, but like
You
nothing,
know what?
nothing racist. No, nothing
What?
racist.
Wait, let's see.
Huh? What?
Okay, are you talking about that B word that Felicia was talking about?
I said maybe that
Girl,
one,
I feel you though.
Hey,
maybe,
see,
maybe a
hey, I'm not Hey,
hoe,
I'm not
Oh,
tripping.
okay.
Some of the,
punk
yeah,
ass.
it's some dudes out here that act just like what that word is called.
Yes,
So
Yes.
and they need
some
I
to
be like,
improve.
you act,
some do.
you,
Now
yeah,
but I'm salute to Felice. She said I would never, because she,
It depends.
regardless.
yeah.
Yeah, no,
Right.
you
That's just
disrespect.
me.
Yeah, if you
But it
ready to
was to
break
prove
up,
the point.
you disrespect your man. If you ready to be
Right.
done,
Right.
Yeah.
disrespect him like
Then
that.
Right.
Yeah. And I
But
think I've had to do that maybe like
there's things
twice.
he doesn't even call me that name. Like there's just
Right,
some
right.
unspoken things that
Right.
we don't
Yeah.
go
No, it should
there,
be all respect and all love if you serious about a person. You know what I'm
right.
saying? If it ain't edification, why are you opening your mouth?
Yeah, but I feel sorry and this is gonna sound probably crazy coming from me, but I feel sorry for my light skinned biracial sisters. I feel so sorry for them because they're put in a position to where, why does this man want me? Like, what is his driving motivation? Is it my look, or is it me? Is it this? Because there are so many men that are so colorist, they don't care about who you are, what you have the look, and that's what they like, is the look. Everything else is superficial.
Hmm.
They want
Why?
that look.
I
You
don't,
know what?
I just
Felicia, I'll
don't
be
know a
honest.
lot of dudes like that.
I have not experienced that because once I start talking, they don't like me. They like me in the beginning, baby.
No, Felicia.
That's
I
my
was kind of
experience.
surprised you said that because they've been favored, I would
Yeah,
say,
yeah.
in a way. So they tend to be a little bit what's the
Kind of like stuck up and shit, right, Eric? No, no, man, you can keep
No,
it real. No, no,
what?
you can keep
yeah,
it true. No, listen, you can
No,
keep
yeah.
it true.
no,
No, you can
Yeah,
Let
keep
they
me
it.
tell
are.
you
No,
something.
no,
They
let me
are.
When
no,
men,
They a
no.
to
headache,
me,
man.
and this
But
is the thing,
no.
I'm going
listen,
to tell y'all.
a pretty woman is going to be a pretty woman who's had a lot of attention. She's accustomed to attention. I think, which damn near may be all women because they all get attention from somewhere. You know what I mean? A lot. But my generation, the fair skinned women, they just got a lot more. And I don't even think it was. It may lean to what Felicia is saying. Like they just had it was something to be with the woman that was light skinned or something like that. Now, my mother was very fair skinned. I'm talking about probably. I asked my mother, was she a white lady? That's what I'm saying. That's how like my mother was, and hazel eyes and sandy red hair. I was like, "Mama, you a white lady?" I was young, of course, y'all. She was
Yeah.
like, "No," and explained to me that there's different hues of black or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So that may have a influence. I don't think I have my preference starts in the now I say this as an older
Right,
gentleman.
like
I
that,
mean,
right, right.
yeah, it's some qualities. Like do I
Mhm.
want you fine? Of course. I want to be attracted to you, you know what I'm saying? It needs
Mhm.
to be something I want to chase around and
But but
whatnot. But
understand me when I say this. It's not anything negative towards light skinned white women, but it's the things that these type of men that seek out women because of that one quality. The things that they say, I don't want no black crusty girl. I don't want no this.
wow.
It's like,
Wow.
what kind of mind frame is this person in that I'm dealing with? Yeah, he think,
Oh,
I'm okay. I can fit in his circle, but really, as a black person, not a man, as a black person, what am I dealing with? What am
yeah.
I dealing with? And they don't know that because they're the preferred for them, but all that hate and that negativity towards another person in your same race, you're dealing with that type of person, you know.
But we have that damage is out there, man.
Yeah, it is.
It's
Yeah,
a lot of damage in that way. A lot of programming that
Yeah,
that's been and it's subconscious in a way. It's so deep
it
seated.
is.
That's why I say cognitive dissonance is real and it's
Yep.
dangerous. I mean, even with the facts and the evidence contrary to that, they just cannot let go of what they think is better or right when it's not.
But
but
don't feel sorry for your girl. I get the real ones. When they come
not
to me, they like, this dark
Listen,
chocolate right here. Cause
hey,
it's the real.
hey,
I get
but
the
you
real deal. The man that really likes black women. It ain't no doubt. It ain't no hey. I'm good.
not
Wow.
like so I was gonna say, but also it's also been played like that in stereotypical fashion. I mean, look at some of the shows we watch, right?
Oh yeah.
Martin was with Tisha
Gina.
Campbell, even though the other sister, Tashina
Pam.
Arnold,
She was pretty.
Pam,
Pam was
shit.
fine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hey, nah, hold on, hear me. I swear to God, I asked my mom, I said, bro, why they going crazy over? I said, shit, Martin, you tweaking. I would have been shit. Pat, yeah, all right. Yeah, you tweaking. A different world.
Oh
Right,
yeah.
it was the whole.
Whitney.
I didn't see too much of the different world, but yeah, the light
the
skinned
doctor.
shawty with the country accent or whatever. Yeah, she was
Whitney.
light skinned. Yeah, most of these 90s shows back in the day, they portrayed,
Well,
the
yeah.
dark skinned man,
But
light skinned woman. That's just what it was. And and I don't know if people watch too many of Nightcap with Shannon Sharp and Chad
oh
Ochocinco.
yeah.
They're two dark skinned men. And guess what?
Yep.
Shannon tells you, he like, man, they wasn't going for me. There was, and that messed up
Listen,
his preference. Cause he, his preference is
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's why I say sometimes, like that was kind of embedded in us because they always thought, light, bright was right. And but look how the media has changed now. Now it's the surface. And guess what? And now dark skin's in effect. You know what I'm saying? Now
This is
Yeah,
true.
if
But
we want to keep
that's
it
how we got shows like Blackish.
yeah.
Blackish.
yeah, but I mean, let's keep it 100, man. I mean, the powers that be, subconsciously, people are going to lean toward what's more familiar to them, what looks closer to them. That's still a thing. We can act
Yeah,
like
for sure.
it's kumbaya. It's not, and this just goes with attraction. Either, actually, you don't even know it, but you're going to lean toward the person that you find more attractive. You can sit there and act like you're being objective, but you're not. I think and most people
Like what
don't
you
like.
like.
Yes, you like what you like, but I'm saying what you've been programmed to like as well. Like attractive people get the job. Attractive people get the opportunities. Attractive people get the benefit of the doubt. Attractive people, they get the favors. They get those things. They can get a beautiful woman has a better chance of getting out of a ticket than a unattractive lady. It's just what it is. Like, let's keep it 100. And so now let's keep it 110. You know what I mean? So looks matter and they impact every aspect of your life. The better shape you're in, the more favor you're going to receive from the world. And I'm
This
not
is
talking about
true.
spiritually, but from the world.
But I have a question for CJ. Since you're talking about Martin and all these shows, what about the Jeffersons and Good Times, baby?
No,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Now, don't
Let's talk
get me
about the
started.
Jeffersons and
Hold
Good
on.
Times.
Don't get me started on the Jeffersons and Good Times. I'm not gonna hold you. I got my mixed feelings about Good Times, Mama. If you on a separate episode, she was low key the villain, but I can talk about that another time. Now, Eric, you looking at me?
Now I'm just
Crazy.
trying to see. I'm just trying to see
No,
where
just
you were
hear me.
going.
No, just hear me. No, Eric, just hear me on Good Time. Now, obviously, well, at this point, I'm 27 because my birthday is in about 3 weeks. Obviously, even if you went back to my birth, Good Times was well over because I was a 97 baby, right?
I hear you.
But when I tell you, if I'm not mistaken, the son, JJ, right, got he has multiple opportunities to get that family out the damn poverty, out them funky ass projects.
Right,
And the
right.
mom like, nah, I want you to go to school and all that other bullshit. I would have said, Mama, you tweaking.
Based on some European moral standing.
Who was the smart one on Good Times? Who was the smart one? Which
the
one was
light
the smart
skin
one?
Mike,
the light skin one.
Well, hold on.
I know what she
on,
was
now,
going with.
Wait, hold on. Hear my thing. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. When John Amos, I don't remember his name on the show. I know the actor, John Amos, when I know he passed away on the show. Didn't she get married like not too long after he passed away in the show? And she got all, she you know what?
Bro.
You know, so
man, get off of Esther Roll, man. That was they wrote that in there.
Like well, shit. Listen, hey, I wasn't feeling her on Good Times. She was the best. They had multiple James. There we go.
James.
Listen,
I didn't know. Yeah. Who did forgot?
Listen,
I can't forget James, man. But go ahead.
No, hey, but listen, they had multiple chances to get out them damn projects, and she kept holding them back because based on her. You wrong, bro. Man, all right, whatever. CF Equality LLC.
Equity LLC.
I'm tweaking. See, you tripping. You talking about nah. And don't get me started on Good Time, bro.
And if they'd have got out of the project, hey man, if they'd have left the projects, the show wouldn't have been able to continue. So they had to keep
from a show standpoint, I understand. Like from a show standpoint, I understand. You know, them niggas going through hard times and shit. I understand that. But the woman herself, man, Cap, she couldn't have been my mama. She talking about some JJ, you need to return that money or get the hell out.
But do you know, fun fact, you know that James in real life had a white wife? Do you know that?
Oh
I
yeah,
did.
Yeah. No, I
I
did.
was.
Yep.
I did know that.
I'll
Unfortunately.
keep my comments to myself.
But
I
Yeah.
mean,
I mean, but if you
listen,
look at all those
hold
90s
on.
shows, the Fresh Prince, where them kids come from with the original mama? She was a dark skinned woman. He's like, then you got
Yeah.
all
Aunt
these
Vivid.
light skinned
Yeah.
kids. Like where they come from, and it's like a lot of these shows portrayed that. Even just, I mean, if you just start looking at all of our shows, this is what they're pushing. Went to look for me and my husband both are dipped in chocolate. But when I went to go look for Valentine's card, all the women were light skinned, all the men were
Mm.
dark brown.
What do you mean? On
On
the
the
It's
card?
just
card.
all those subliminal messages that they're putting out. It's like, okay, if you get a card with white people, both the people white. But if you get a card with black people, the man is dark and the
Yeah.
woman is light.
I've
That's a
never noticed none
subliminal
of this
I never
message.
stuff.
noticed
That's
that.
Wow.
that's an
I'm
agenda
gonna
they're
start.
pushing.
I'm gonna start paying
Wow.
attention.
Honestly, I never noticed that.
Yeah.
But I don't buy cards anyway. But I never noticed that. Really did not.
I'm just saying that's the
And
agenda
you know
being pushed.
what?
Or
If you're not in that, and this is just to keep it 100, if you haven't had to experience that type of outlier
Mhm.
or being deemed the less than in that, it probably wouldn't be as prevalent for your attention. You know what I mean? Because and it's no fault to the individuals who are a light of hue or whatnot. The society has and the powers that be have pushed that and projected that, so
Right.
it's going to be hard to see, but it is, and it's hard to admit, but it's out there and it's done a lot.
Man, this is I really enjoyed the show because we need to, I guess, have a second part. No, dead ass. I think we should.
Mm-hmm.
Um, where I come from and where we grew up, people that look like me were not in demand because I wasn't white. Because
Wow.
it's apartheid. Think about it, right?
See, now that's a unique
It
circumstance in
Yeah.
wasn't,
itself,
oh, if you light
and I
skin, right.
and
That
Robbie,
was
I
really
don't think,
shitty.
yeah, I don't think people really understand. I think they know they've heard apartheid, they know about Nelson Mandela, but I don't think they really
They don't.
understand how freaking wild that was.
It was.
You should elaborate on that a little bit more. I mean, you just
Yeah.
did. Like this is recent too. This is like, you got to
Right,
understand why Nelson Mandela was fighting and
right.
what he really was standing for. Like it's ridiculous the
Right.
No,
way
I
that it
don't
was
talk
set up.
about it a lot because it's very triggering for me. Certain things
Okay,
trigger me.
understood. I can respect
Um,
that.
and so like when 2020 happened, all that stuff happened, and the racial, I people outside, don't ask me my opinion, please,
Mm.
because it seemed like it was just yesterday. Because where I
Right.
grew up,
Yeah.
it's too fresh, right?
Right.
And so I didn't have that treatment because I was light skinned. That was not
Mm.
in my family. Let me say this: the first time I realized that I wasn't like anybody else was when my brother, who looked white because he was play white, took us to the beach, and the lifeguard came and said, "Those two, me and my brother, need to go, but you can stay." And he's like, "Well, that's my brother and sister," but we were not as light skinned as he was.
Mm.
So it was the first time because my mother didn't teach us, oh, you colored, you can't go around this, right? So it was the first time where you realize, oh, I don't fit in. Something's wrong with me. And then they teach you, don't look at white people in their eyes. Like
Mm.
if I meet South Africans, this is real talk. If I meet South Africans and they older than me, I do not mess with them. I don't.
Right now,
Right now, I cannot because I know where the mentality is. Most of them, if
no,
they
I want you
older,
to point them out because I want
really,
some action.
nah,
Yeah. We want all the smoke. Yeah. We want all the smoke. Yeah.
No,
And I'm listen, I'm on here. This will be recorded forever, and people gonna be like, he is violent. And no, what I would like to do
understand.
is I'm not violent. I'm not gonna do that, but I will trounce upon your ignorance. I will tap dance.
I mean,
I will pick at that. I will invade their space. I'll because they have a mindset that they're better than you.
they
Mhm.
Oh, and
do.
I will agitate that to the highest of agitation.
Listen, okay, let me read these comments. That's a good point. The difference between segregation and apartheid. Yes, and the similarities. Now,
Mm.
I will say, I met one time, I matched with a South African guy. I didn't know he was South African, But when I heard his accent, y'all, I was like,
He was a
this.
white guy.
Yes, I was like, he sounds like oppression. Like literally took me back.
Wow.
I could
Wow.
had to block him. Like
Wow.
certain accents that come from where I come from,
Yeah.
never.
What is that? Afrikaan?
Afrikaans and Buddha.
Yeah.
So they're not English speaking Africans, they're Afrikaans, Dutch speaking Africans. And that accent. So if you born earlier than 75, I ain't fucking with you at all. Men, woman, children, whatever. I
He
just
said
Children.
men, women, children,
animals, it
cats,
don't matter.
dogs, birds, snakes.
Mm-mm.
She said
Because the
nothing.
mentality.
Was that tree? You mean that fruit was growing in 74? I'm not eating that lemon. Damn that lemon.
No,
Wow.
no. Like, and then,
No,
like,
I feel you.
like festivals, like South African festivals, I don't go to them though. Most of them that go are Caucasian. And I'm like, nah. Because I feel like we don't have anything in common. Like, it feels like, like, because at some point you're going to say something ignorant.
Yeah,
And then-
I'm such a history buff. I've definitely watched a few documentaries and of course movies about that time that really delve into it a little bit more, and it's really mouth dropping. You're like,
Mhm.
they were doing what? Like, it was so
Yeah.
many atrocities. Oh, it was so horrible. It was
And
just like,
a lot of the stuff that I learned about my own country, I learned it when I was in America. Because we lived in segregation, some of the stuff I didn't even see until I came in. I'm like, oh my God, that's what was happening. Because there were certain books we couldn't read. There certain shows, everything was controlled. Like there's things you could not do.
they had like, we think our police bad. They had laws where the police could do anything
Yes.
they wanted to without reprieve, without any kind of due diligence, no due process, and they did it too. Y'all think of the worst things, and it was done. If they just somebody, and it caused to think about this, it caused dissension within each group, people telling on other people. If you didn't like somebody, you could just say that they were against apartheid or they were revolutionary, and man, they were just destroying. It was sad to learn, and it's shocking because of how recent it was.
Like 93 was when it
Man,
was
see
completely
what I'm
abolished.
saying? Wow, I was just like, man, it's crazy. Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But anyway, guys, so we need to have I think a part 2 and have Eric to come back on.
Yeah.
If you don't mind, Eric, to
Man,
come back.
thank y'all. I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of capping a little bit, but
Nah, Negro.
but I,
don't
you know
have
what?
to
I should have known. Robbie, you dope. Okay, then talk. She said,
I said, cool.
so, and then I started to say, no, nah, I said, well, I can't let her, I can't let her punk me like that. So I popped on.
Because I
Good.
would. No, I wouldn't have. No, but we enjoyed having you. And CJ,
Yes.
thank you for coming on. CJ, always, CJ. We can depend on CJ.
For sure. I'm gonna keep it true, man.
Free
Fuck
the man.
everybody talking about, man. I keep it true around it. Hey, shout out to my boy Eric, man, pulling up. I'm watch his podcast in about 28, 27 minutes, man.
Yeah,
Shout out to my boy, man. Doing his thing. And shout out to Kim, Tanya.
Kim ain't here today. Kim ain't here today, though.
Oh no, my bad. Well, you know what? Well, she here with us in spirit. So shout out to Kim, man. You know what I'm saying? Kim, my girl, man. Tanya doing her thing. Yeah, we know what the deal is. Rabia. Yeah.
Felicia.
Felicia, like, I know Felicia, like, okay, it's right there. I mean,
hey, Felicia,
come on now.
And Justin Perez.
I give you grace because Kim is my cousin.
Yeah, Kim actually had a migraine today, so she wasn't feeling well.
We send healing vibes out to her. Man, I appreciate Rabia, Tanya, Felicia. Thank y'all for letting me pop in and disrupt y'all show. I always enjoyed, and if y'all allow me to come back to the next one, I'll be there.
Yes, we appreciate that. Guys, we want to thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you all next week. Bye, y'all.
Bye.